Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Emily Pearl Show Live. I tell you, I've been feeling kind of puny for the past week and a half, and I'm feeling better. But when I hear that big bass in that intro, it just made me feel good instantaneously. All right, all right then. So hi Jack. My guys from the UP, UK. How you doing, Jack? Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Think Rowan and Tom are asleep. What you doing up so late, Jack? It's like 1 o'clock over there in the United Kingdom. Yeah, but that's okay. You came up to see your second mama across the ocean. That's a good guy. I'll tell you, I love my gamers. All right then, let's get started. The hobby to the south is trying to get his camera working. But he's in here, but his camera's not working tonight. But we can hear him. He might get it to working later on. Hey, Bings, another one of my gamers from the UK. How you doing? Yes, Emily, I have been missing you. Oh, that's so sweet. Y'all make me feel so good. Y'all know y'all make me blush. I love y'all. Let's bring in the rest of the team. We got a special guest tonight, you guys, from the UK that y'all have never seen before. Yeah. Hey, Zach. How you doing? My UK gamers, y'all are in the house. Y'all are not playing tonight. All right then. Y'all know we got the hostess of the Moses herself, Sybil Marie Presley. Hi, Sybil. How's it going?
Hey, I want to say welcome to the world famous Emily Pearl Show. And you can share the show anytime you want to. It's archived. And please put your comments in the chat box. And if you'd like to be a guest on the Emily Pearl Show or a sponsor, you can call me, Sybil Presley, at 901 643 1982. 901 643 1982. And I have a special guest.
Yeah, Sybil brought a special guest from the night for tonight.
Hi,
Z-
Zach.
Yeah, Zach says, "Hey, Sybil, I'm gonna put beans coming up." Yes, Emily, I have been missing you. I've been missing you guys too. Hello and welcome to the show, everybody. And Jack says that he's hope I'm doing well. I'm feeling better. I was sick for about a week and a half. Last Friday, the heartbeat of the South had to come and take his mama to the mine emergency. Yeah, I had been struggling with sinus infection and bronchitis.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
that season change.
it has, yeah. But I'm feeling so much better. And you
Wonderful.
guys really make me feel better showing up tonight from the UK. Thank y'all so much. Let's bring in the high beat of the South, y'all. His camera's not working tonight, but his.
But
That's
he's
all
with
right.
us. Hi, Tim.
Hi,
Hey,
Tim.
hey, how's everybody doing tonight?
Everybody doing that. Doing. All right.
Good, good.
Excellent, excellent. Sorry we can't see that handsome face tonight.
I'm
But
working as we speak.
well, you could be working on the camera while we doing the show anyway. It might just pop on. You know how technology is.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just make sure it's facing you. You may have it facing the other way. Um,
Oh,
yeah. You didn't think about that, huh? Yeah, it's kind of like you take a selfie.
yeah,
Even on your laptop, you have to go into your settings to make sure that um, it's facing you. You can type in camera down
yeah.
there in what is it, Cortana? Down
Yeah.
in the space, and it'll bring up your camera settings for you.
Okay.
Uh-huh. All right. So before we go and bring in our special guest for tonight, we're gonna do maybe one short commercial, and let's see what we got here. It's been a while since we've been in the studio. I don't even know what's in the library. All right, so we got this one. It's not that long, but it's instrumental and quick. So let's bring this one up. This is a commercial that from my friends that we know that have their own spinach dip business.
Yeah, I love that
And,
commercial.
and Sybil and myself and the High Beat of the South,
It's all in there.
we start in the commercial. Here we go.
Dad, it's time.
It's time! It's time! Woo!
Bruh, this what we're going in for right now. This garden glue.
Bruh, it's time.
It's time.
I love that commercial.
It's time. All right. All right, Sybil, introduce your guest for us today.
Well, I sure will. Well, Crystal Harris, she's a special friend of mine, and she specializes in music, modeling, literary, and performing arts. And she's also a top notch photographer, videographer, and filmmaker. Her company is called Rakia Productions, and her talent agency is Too Much Talent. And you can find Crystal Harris on Facebook. Well, Crystal, I would like to say welcome to the Emily Pearl Show. And how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yay!
Oh,
Hey, Crystal.
thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss Patsy, Miss Emily.
And
All right.
would you like to tell us something about Rakia Productions and Too Much Talent?
Yes, Rukia Productions was established in 2006, and it began with me writing 4 books of poetry, in which I was awarded international poetry awards from the
Wow.
Choice Division of the International Library of Poetry. So,
Uh-huh.
from publishing my own books to teaching myself, music engineering and recording, I graduated from a performing arts school, so I'm really grounded in the performing arts. And from that point, I began to model, and I got from in front of the camera to behind the camera and started doing photography and videography. And it all led up till me now being a filmmaker. And I have a Roku channel. It is Rukia Productions on Roku. You can subscribe and watch. It's a free Roku channel.
All
Oh,
right, on the Roku channel. That's
yeah,
big stuff.
yes.
Now Ziggy, got booted off social media, and so he left the show because he got booted off the social media. Yeah. Does he still play the games with y'all? That is so impressive. I did not know that you had all of those acclimates. That is something else. I'm telling you. So go ahead. I'll wait for my questions. Go ahead. So
Okay, tell us about your filmmaking and your current movie that I'm in.
Okay, great. My filmmaking is pretty much established through, as you mentioned, Rukia Productions, as well as Too Much Talent. Too Much Talent is a broadcast network, and we are hoping to become an international global entity by 2025. The current film we're working on now is called The Game is to Be Sold, Not Told, Vice to Virtue. And it's the story of a man. He was a pimp, an actual pimp in his earlier years, and he came to realize there was something that he didn't want to do anymore, and he gave his life to God and became a preacher. And so this movie is about his transformation from pimp to preacher. And we have several characters, such as Miss Presley herself. She's
Mm.
the role of Sarah. She's looking for her daughter who's been missing. She ran away from into a street life, and Sybil's character Sarah is basically trying to find her daughter throughout the film and bring her home where she would be safe. We want to address a lot of the issues with missing persons and trafficking women and young kids that have very worldwide, and we see the of all of this in today's media. It affects lives of citizens. We would like to offer our community outreach opportunity to let young women know that it's not a glamorous lifestyle. It's very dangerous. It's very harmful to those who love it. As well.
You were kind of breaking up. I don't know. What is that, mic or something maybe, but um, you could probably maybe try to see if it's a position or something. But we did hear pretty good. So
Okay,
it's from pimp to preacher. Is that
all
the
right.
the
Pimp,
title? The title?
the title is "The Game Is to Be Sold,
Oh,
Not Vice to Virtue."
oh, okay,
And
okay.
he's an author too. He has the movies from his book.
So,
Yeah, his name
okay.
is Hopkins. And you can find his book is published on Lulu.com.
That's where my poems are published in Lulu. I didn't know they still existed.
Oh yeah.
Sybil, your sounds on your computer has need to be controlled.
My sound.
Yeah, you got sounds coming through on your computer.
What kind of sound?
Notifica- notifications. Did,
Oh,
did you hear them?
little tones and stuff. I don't know what brought that on.
You don't know how to turn it off or silence it how. Well,
Well, I don't
we'll
know how
have.
you do that. I can
Yes,
mute my. I
she
can
has
mute
a new
myself.
computer, y'all, so she has to learn it.
Yeah. I don't hear anything on my
All
end.
right, the high beat of the South is in the house.
Hey,
Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey.
Tim.
How
say hello to
everybody?
Crystal.
You got
Hello.
that
Uh,
camera working.
yeah.
And
Yes, it is.
yeah, and also I want to congratulate Crystal. She has joined our team. Live Good Organic All Natural Health Products.
Yeah, that's right. Welcome from the team, Crystal. Yay.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're happy to have you.
We're going to work together and get our team going.
Right.
So we're happy to have her on board.
Yes,
And
indeed.
we'll have to give her website if you can type it in
hmm
uh,
Okay.
before we
it's
leave.
www two is the number two much
Mm.
talent. You can Google it and it'll pop up the whole profiles.
Okay.
hmm
www.toomuchtalent.com.
Yes.
Okay. See if I hope I got it right. It'll pop up in just a minute.
When
Or
do
you
you think your film will be finished? Maybe first of the year?
yeah, we're aiming for the first quarter of 2025.
Wonderful. I hope we
Is
can
that
all.
is that it? Did I type it right? Let me put it back up there. Hold on.
I can barely see right now, but yeah, it's if you Google the number two much talent talent, it'll pop right up for you. The profiles.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I have in the box. Can you see the?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right then. Everybody go and check out Chris's website. I'm gonna take that off your face. Uh, let's see who said, Simple, come on. Somebody gonna have to teach Simple how to operate that doggone computer so them
You
sounds
know
can go
what's
off.
wrong?
The notifications stay loud. You know,
Well, I
they
can
be,
put myself on mute and then come out when I say something. I
that
don't hear
might
you.
work.
You know what? I don't hear nothing on my end.
Well, it's coming from you though, 'cause I know
Oh,
I don't
it,
even have
it,
notifications on my computer.
I know, Emily.
I don't allow them
I know,
because
but
I
listen.
do broadcast.
Last week I was on your show and they weren't on there, so this must be something new that's popped up.
You probably got pop up windows then.
I don't see any pop-ups at all.
They sometimes they don't pop up. They just
I'll
make
have to.
those sounds.
When I go to Alabama, I'm leaving to see my family next Thursday.
Hmm.
I'm taking my computer, and Jenny's very smart in computer,
She'll
and I'll
fix it.
have her check it out for me.
That'll be great. That'll be great. Cause you are gonna be
I don't hear
gone.
nothing
This
on
is
my
Sybil's
end.
last broadcast before she gets on that Amtrak, right?
I love the Amtrak. I'm leaving next Thursday,
Mm,
October the 24th, and I'll be back November the 15th. So
Okay,
I'm
mm.
just
I will.
enjoying myself.
All
And
right.
then when I come back, I think I got another scene or two with Crystal in that movie.
Right.
Hmm.
Well, hello, Aaron Port. Welcome to the show. I 72. AO A72. Another UK visitor. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you dropping by. You're watching the Emily Pearl Show live. If you see ticker tape going across the top, then you'll know who we are. And you might know some of our gamers that are already here. Oh, Aaron Port is here too. Hey, Aaron Port. That was I. There go Aaron Port. Let me put Aaron Port up here. Kathy is taking a sabbatical. She's doing some recording and doing some um, promotions and things like that. So for the rest of the year. So we hope to have her back at the beginning of the year, hopefully. She has to say she's gonna be doing some traveling, so hopefully she'll be back. Okay. Thanks for asking. I'll let her know that you guys miss her. Okay. And Ziggy. Yeah. Okay. Um. So what? You are so busy, Crystal. My
Yes.
question is this: I want to know, when do you find the time to film your movie?
Well, luckily, has who's very cooperative. So we basically work 2 weeks ahead, and we film on space, and we also make time to get some beef footage done throughout the week. So they're very cooperative.
Okay, your cast members.
Yes,
Gotcha.
And she's almost finished.
Oh, really? When did you start?
we started in this
When? You're breaking
January.
up. January of this
January.
year.
Uh huh.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it does take. Hey, Sassy Sandra. Sandra Hill's in the house. She's
Hi,
from
Sandra.
Memphis,
That's all.
Tennessee. Um, hey, all right. Good to see you, Sandra. Thanks for tuning in. You watching from YouTube. All right. Thank you. All right, then. Um, Tim, you
Yes.
missed the introduction on
Okay.
Crystal, but this is Crystal Harris, and she is
Hey,
a
Chris. Nice to meet you.
Nice to.
she's a friend of ours and
Okay.
film associate. She helps. I met her through helping Richard
Uh huh.
film. She been helping Richard, I think, off and on for the past what 3 years.
Well, actually, my
You're breaking up.
10 years.
10. Oh my
Yes.
goodness! I don't know how I missed you all them years. I only remember about the last 3 or 4. Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow, that's a long time. Yeah, well, you learned a lot
Yeah.
being on the sets for sure. And why you weren't on the set helping him when I did my movie?
I was probably in Vegas.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Hmm.
Probably so, because that was in 2017.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, okay. You have to say yes, man, to me. You make me feel like a great great grandma. Those are my gamers. Those are high schoolers over there from
Yeah.
UK.
Every now and then, Crystal hops back on Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my gamers. These are high schoolers from the gaming channel of Twitch, and I adopted them. They didn't ask me to adopt them. I just did. They've
Mhm.
been following my show for oh gosh, about a year.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Maybe a little longer.
yeah. They loyal.
They are loyal. They
Mhm.
definitely are loyal, and so that they helped me to get my word out across over there in the United Kingdom and France, other places over there across the
I
ocean.
want to bring Tim up today. He missed the introduction.
Okay.
Okay.
Crystal specializes in music and modeling, literary, and she has some awards from her poetry books that she's written. And she's into the performing arts, and she's an
Okay.
excellent photographer,
Okay.
videographer, and filmmaker.
All
And her
right.
company is Rokia Productions. Her talent agency is Too Much Talent. And you can find Crystal Harris right there on Facebook. And I believe we can type in Too Much Talent and it's going to bring up everything. So that's her introduction. And she's working on a film, like she said, and I have a part in that. So, Crystal, are you looking for any more actors or talent of any kind?
Yeah, uh, we put on-
Okay, so maybe you can reposition your phone because it's really breaking you up so bad.
Are you on the phone or the computer?
I'm on the phone right now.
Now we
Yeah,
heard.
I could tell it was the phone because it's vertical.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay, that's better. Maybe if you get closer, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
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 because
that
we
was
can hear
fine.
you
That
now.
was fine.
Yeah.
So
So ask that question again, Sybil.
I was wondering if you are looking for talent, like actors, extras, or is there anything that you would people can contact you about to maybe join your productions?
Yes. We are we have an open door casting policy. We we're
Mm.
for my is executive, they want
We're having volume problems.
No, she's breaking up. So
Well,
I can
that's
do
what I
my
meant. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what it is. Um, is your battery running down? You got the
somewhat.
that's probably what it is. Can you plug it up? I'll take you off the screen and
Okay.
let you charge it while you Let me get up here. Though. Hold on
All right.
before you
We
know.
don't want to miss anything you say because you're so informative.
Yeah, what's wrong? I'm trying to get to her. Hold
And
on.
I know Tim's going to have some questions for you.
Hold on just a minute. Um, I don't want to refresh the screen. Like look like I'm stuck.
Took herself out. She'll pop back in.
Yeah, she'll be back.
Have a little technical difficulty. A little rearranging to do. That's all.
Well, you
Mhm.
can ask Crystal something while we're waiting.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Crystal, you got a whole lot of talent. Uh, yeah, yeah. I mean, and you got a good resume.
Thank you.
You kind of like a jack of all trades there, huh?
And,
Is
and
it,
That's a
Exactly.
good thing. That's a good thing. I think I heard you.
Okay, I reset the studio. I don't know what's wrong with things are getting stuck. Everything was running smoothly. Let me play a commercial, and then we're going. I lost all my chats because I did that. But I'm gonna play a commercial, and then I'm gonna be back. It could be that my normally I turn my television off. It could be my television sucking up my power. So let me play. I'm gonna write a song to it one day. I love that. Okay, I think I got the studio reset. I lost my chatters, but maybe they're still tuned in. Let me bring everybody back in now. Okay, there we go. I hear. There we go. Okay, there everybody's back, and I hear echo. Where's that echo coming from? Okay, it's gone. I left. The echo left when Crystal left. She just dropped out. Hopefully she'll come back in. So meanwhile, while we're waiting on Crystal, um, it's time for voting. Voting has begun in the
Yes,
state of Tennessee,
yes,
and Tim and I are going tomorrow. Sybil,
yes.
you got to vote before you leave for
Yeah,
Alabama,
that's
unless you've done.
it starts tomorrow, right?
No, it already started
No, I
Tuesday.
mean, what does it go through Tuesday?
It's 2 weeks, but you're gonna be good.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It goes to.
yeah.
Yeah, when are you leaving?
Thursday morning early.
Oh
So,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
It's well.
tomorrow I'm tied up, and then you coming by my house around 11.
Yeah, yeah. To pick up the gift that Maddie gave you for me for
Yeah,
my
that's sitting
birthday.
on the table for you.
Thank you. Yeah. There's Crystal. She's back. Okay. All
There
right.
you are.
Yeah. The computer is always better. Not always, but usually.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
Better than the
refreshed the
same.
studio for you. Um, and I was just making small talk while you were out getting your tech issues done, and that it is voting, early voting for Tennessee. It has
Yes.
started in Memphis. I cannot believe that it's finally here. It's less
Yeah.
than, well, we got less than 3 weeks before the
Yeah,
election.
yeah.
All right, all right. Well, I know Tim want to get on politics for a minute, and then we're gonna hop right back to Crystal. Crystal might want to dip in that politics too, just a little
Mhm.
bit. So
I
Tim,
mean,
you're voting,
it's
right?
each party, each candidate is pushing real hard. I mean, they're right at the finish line of the race. It's a whole lot of mudslinging going on. But it seems like to me that Harris has got exposed on a lot of things that she said and done.
Mm.
And that's what they're reflecting on when she was on the other side of things. She It's like each time she goes to an interview, her ratings drop. People become
That's not very good.
it's not very good. I mean, this she was voted least favorite vice president. Uh, it's just something about it. She's just not a people person. Um,
I
she
don't
did,
think so either.
yeah, her campaign.
Her
Uh,
staff, people that work for her say she's horrible to work for. She had a
they
whole lot of
did,
folks that quit.
And you know
they
what? I
did.
hadn't heard one peep about her, the entire vice president.
Being what?
I haven't heard any news in the past of her being vice president.
No,
Is so
no,
silent. There was nothing.
Yeah.
yeah, we didn't see her really. We really
Mm.
didn't see her.
Uh,
Yeah. Um,
uh, Biden just put her up there as a token for the kid
But
trying to get.
they made him step down. They made Biden step aside for her.
No,
So
I'm
it
talking about
basically,
when he chose her, he put her up there for a token.
uh
He
huh,
didn't he didn't want anyone that would tell him the right things to do. That would
yeah,
have been that other congresswoman that was from oh God, I forgot where she was from, but she was tough, but
hmm,
she was dark skinned.
hmm,
But she was more qualified, way more qualified
um,
than Harris, Kamala Harris. Was she even a congressperson?
she
I
was a
don't know. It
senator.
sounds to me like a White House puppet. I don't
Yeah,
She
know.
was
she was a senator.
a senator.
She did make it to the Senate. Yeah,
Senator.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm,
yeah. But what's happening now? A lot of things that she said in the past, they are bringing it up. They are re-showing it. Um, some of the best commercials from the Trump campaign are actually using her words of
mm,
what's coming out of her mouth.
mm.
So you know, Democrats they're desperate right now. They're scrambling and scraping, and they're just trying to throw anything and everything up against the wall to see if
Well, I
anything
know
can
I've
stick.
been getting about 10 uh, spam calls a day,
Yeah,
and they're local. And I
yeah,
know it's just people that they've hired to call on cell phones to call people
yeah,
to try to get them out the vote.
right.
And
So
I blocked all of them and reported them as spam because I did not give neither party
right.
permission to call me. They should not even have my phone number, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, here's another thing that went on. The Democrat program, they came out, they pulled Obama out to make a speech.
Oh,
Obama
yeah. Yeah.
Obama, while the camels was rolling, calls himself chastising black men, saying
I
that
saw that. I saw that.
they don't want to support her simply because we don't want a woman in charge.
Well,
Well, neither.
I saw Piers Morgan
Hmm,
show where he had two black men on there.
hmm,
They were talking about that, and and a dude said, "It's not that they don't want a woman, they just don't want
yeah,
her."
yeah. Well, what happened was it backfired when they brought Obama out, and he said what he said because we were the only group to
That he
get
picked up,
classified. Yeah,
singled
to get
out. Yeah,
yeah to get singled out.
they were upset about that. Mostly
Yeah,
everything that I've read and watched about the coming from people speaking out and podcasters and
yeah,
things like that. YouTube, they really were uh, intimidated, not intimidated, but what is the word I'm looking for? They were they were angry because they said
It was an
that
insult.
it felt like, yeah, they were insulted by
Yeah,
that.
I felt it too. We all
Okay.
did.
Thanks for
We
the
all did.
word I was looking for. That's what they
Yeah,
said exactly.
yeah.
That how dare he come out and try to
Well,
insult them to try to force them
right,
to vote for Kamala
right,
Harris. They did not
right.
like
I
it.
mean, right. I mean, here's the thing about it. Each time they come out with something, but it's insulting either to the black race, then it went to the black men. And so we did feel that way because we are not just your typical group of black men that are going to follow the Democrats simply because she's the same color.
Right. Yeah, well,
That's
everybody is, a lot more people are into politics now than it used to be, say,
what we have.
when Obama was there, you know.
Right. We have more information now. They can't hide the information
Yeah.
anymore. So everything is out in the open. Uh,
Yeah.
Well,
we really didn't feel
Crystal,
that.
you got an opinion?
Thank you, Sybil.
Well, basically, I'm just more concerned about our communities. I feel like um, we all know that Kamala, she was one of the main supporters of private prisons. She gave out a lot of jail time to a lot of people who
She
had
did.
misdemeanor felonies.
She
And
did.
this is the cause for alarm for me because it's just it's a lot of delicate matters that I think
Hmm.
should be being addressed, and I don't
Right.
think insulting each other or
Mudslinging?
talking about things that have no relevance to what we have to experience every day is meaningful. So
Hmm.
I just wish that the independent candidates could get more support. But
Yeah.
of course,
Yeah,
budgets and things like that, running for office is very costly. So it's like
it
we have
is.
our backs up against the wall right now.
Well, we
Yeah.
do because we should have a third party in this country, a
Mhm.
strong third party
Yeah,
like they do in the
I,
UK.
I think so
Yes.
In the
too.
UK, they have three different parties, and in some countries, they have four or five. And so the United States has always blocked us into just a choice of two people and
Yeah.
two parties, and that's not fair. Now,
That's not
Jill Stein is the Green Party. Now, she is on the ticket, but she was not. She hasn't been able to get the publicity that Trump and Harris has gotten.
mhm.
She's Jewish, but she does not like Netanyahu and what the IDF army has done about destroying Gaza and killing all these people on this revenge mad rampage that he's on, him and his right wing fascist government. Uh, and it would be great if she could win. But here's the problem. Like I said, she's not going to get enough votes. So she'll probably only get about at maximum 3 to 4% of the whole nation. And what happens, and I don't know why this is, but what will happen, they said, is that that would leave a gap that would take away from both candidates of Democrat and Republican,
Yeah.
which would give Trump a wider chance of winning. So, and then of course, there was RJFK, Robert F. Kennedy. He dropped out. They forced him out. Bless his heart. Um, and but he was running as an independent. Everybody that runs as an independent, they force out a hold down.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I think one of the gentlemen that I heard, I mean, he put it simply as I ever heard it put, and that's, are you doing better today than you were 4 years ago? Or were you doing better 4 years ago than you
Mm,
are today?
mm.
I think all of us can agree that we're not doing as good as we was 4 years ago.
No.
I know everybody remember that $600 a week. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Well,
go.
I haven't seen a presidential office so quiet and so in the shadows. I mean,
Yeah.
even Jimmy Carter had a louder voice, and he was
Yeah.
known as one of the softest presidents. I mean,
Hmm.
I've seen nothing to come forth from them being in
Right.
office at all.
Right,
Right.
right.
And one of the main things they took over, they called that a coup because she wasn't voted in as the people putting her in no position. She was put there, placed there by
Hmm.
Biden uh, and the powers that be.
Yeah, they
Right.
say that was the first thing wrong because it should have been put to a vote, let the people
Hmm.
decide who they want to run for president because
Hmm.
Biden dropped out. He just can't slide nobody in there. That's what he
Yeah.
did. So they started out wrong.
Hmm.
If he
Yeah.
dropped out, and that's the reason why he waited till the last minute so that he could slide in, so it wouldn't be time enough for the set up no election. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
he knew a whole year ago
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
he wasn't gonna stay in that
Yeah,
race.
yeah, and they've been having conflicts because it's been his group of people versus Harris' group of people. You know what I mean? So it's
Hmm.
that animosity there between the two of them.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, I don't think she's gonna win. So,
I don't
um,
think either.
yeah. So, the turnout, people are turning out in big numbers. They said Georgia had record turnout that was the highest ever recorded in history.
Yeah,
They on early voting, and they're
Hmm.
voting. They're voting this week. They started voting Monday, I think.
Hmm.
And yeah, the
yeah, it's just
Georgia,
as serious. It's just as serious because
yeah,
there's a lot at stake.
they said it was like 136,000 people that
Mm,
voted on the first day
Wow,
Hmm.
in
that's a good
Georgia
turnout.
wow, that is huge.
on early voting. They said that was the highest record ever recorded in history.
Yeah, yeah.
Crystal,
Wow.
Crystal.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say something.
Well, I'm happy to see that we are having a good voter turnout.
Yeah.
I think in order for us to remain a democracy, we're going to have to get the people's vote. You know,
Yeah, I agree with
what
that.
we're
Yeah.
seeing now is a pure mockery of the Declaration of Independence. You know, we're
Hmm.
focused on a lot of slander and backbiting, and the country is suffering in so many areas
Yeah.
from education to transportation to healthcare to gun control. It's
Oh
so many
Lord, the
issues
crime is
to
so bad
focus.
nationwide. Yeah,
It's nationwide.
And
It
we got
is.
the illegal immigrants. That's what I think 8 million that's came over thus far.
that's
Yeah.
well, the thing about it is, and people are only realizing it now. But I knew that it was gonna come to a boil. I worked for the Department of Human Services for the state of Tennessee. Food stamps, welfare is what we called it back then. ADFC benefits, and um, I was a caseworker, and I dealt with it then. The state of Tennessee has been providing immigrants with food stamps and AFDC payments for their babies, as well as full health care and Medicaid for their children for the longest time, at least 20 years. And people didn't even know it until
Right.
a lot of people just didn't know it. They just think that this is just happening. This is not just happening, okay? Because I retired in 2011 and I began working there early 2000s. So this is not just happening.
Yeah, I think it's just happening on this scale, the scale of it.
Oh no, the scale was already large. The scale was kept growing. That's my point exactly. It kept growing and growing and growing. And the problem with the state of Tennessee is simply this: if they stay in the state of Tennessee for at least 7 years, the state of Tennessee gives them legal residency
Yeah.
automatically. They don't have to go to court or go
Testing.
through the process.
Hmm.
All they have to do is just live in the state of Tennessee for 7 years, and they get a legal status. They don't get American citizenship. They don't get the U.S. citizenship, but they get the Tennessee state legal status, which is what? Actually, no different from and you, and
Right.
me. See what I'm saying? For the state of Tennessee, it's no different.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I imagine that there are a lot of other states that do that across the nation too. So what
Right.
that ends up doing is sucking money from those of us who've been here for years, who are
Yeah.
struggling.
Hmm.
We can't even get food stamps. You make a nickel over the limit, and you won't be eligible for food stamps. You know what I'm saying? And the problem is they lie. I know they lie because I've had to turn in a couple of my clients because they lie and they claim that their husband is not here. He's in Guatemala. He's in Mexico. Like they on their own.
Yeah.
And then the husband be sitting right out there in the lobby waiting on them.
Hmm. But it was nothing that you ought to do because your hands were tied. And
Oh
that's
yeah,
what.
we had investigative department.
Oh, okay. Well, see, they're not doing any of that anymore. They're just here. Once you make it across the border, you get your SNAP, your food stamps, your health care. I think what they gave them $100,000 down on the house. It's ridiculous.
What?
Then
Um, and it was
Crystal, can you get $100,000 down to buy your
No,
house?
no,
yeah,
not at all.
yeah, they're getting that automatically right off the blicker, and that's what happened. See, when North Carolina got flooded by the hurricanes and whatnot, all the money that they had been given to Ukraine and the illegal immigrants were drained. So when it happened, FEMA did not have any money because they had depleted the funds.
Yeah, one of the guys was on the
However,
podcast talking about that
right,
$750.
right, but we pay taxes for things of that nature. When you have hurricane season, et cetera, et cetera. This is the first time in history that I know of that FEMA has been funds depleted.
Oof.
Yeah. A lot of it has to do with that overflood of immigrants. This
Yeah,
country can't afford it because
no,
the, they claim that they couldn't afford to take care of us, which we have come out now, which is proven now that was a lie all along.
hmm, hmm, hmm,
Because if you got money to take care of immigrants, that
hmm,
means you had the money all the time to take care of us,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Right.
So now see that all of their lies are coming out. The,
Yes.
now the
yeah,
government can't afford this and this, that, and the other. Before we had this flood of immigrants, they couldn't afford to take care of us. They couldn't afford to
yeah,
fix a neighborhood, or bridges, or what
yeah.
have you. But
Well,
now we know they
uh-huh,
had the money all the time.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
and and so far, this has been one hell of a year. And they said that this would be the year of exposure, and
But
it has not
it's
been wrong yet.
been a year of exposure, hasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we're gonna let Sybil wrap up with Crystal,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna get out of Dodge, y'all. How does that sound?
All right.
All
Okay.
righty.
Okay, let's see what we got in.
A VPN is great for security and privacy. By hiding your IP address and encrypting your traffic, it shields your data from snoopers and all kinds of cyber attacks. But its protection scope is limited. So, NordVPN is becoming more than just a VPN. We're introducing a brand new feature to the desktop apps, Threat Protection, and it's going to take your digital security to the next level. Once you enable it on your NordVPN app, Threat Protection will guard your device against malicious websites, malware, trackers, and intrusive ads, even if you're not connected to a VPN server at the time. That's right, When you switch it on, it'll stay on, regardless of your VPN connection. Let's take a look at how it can improve your cybersecurity. Online, one wrong turn can spell disaster for your private data, but not with threat protection. It blocks dangerous websites that might potentially host malware, even if you click on a dangerous link by accident. Next up, malware protection. If you accidentally download an infected file, it's not the end of your devices just yet. Threat protection scans every file you download. If a file turns out to be infected, it gets deleted immediately before it can wreak havoc on your computer. Most websites you enter are stuffed with trackers that follow you from one page to another, creating a unique profile of who you are and what you like. Threat protection blocks trackers, so you can surf the net with more privacy. Ever opened a web page only to be bombarded with intrusive ads and loud autoplay videos? Well, they're not only annoying, some of them can actually be a cyber threat. Threat protection blocks the intrusive and malicious ads on the spot. So, how do you take your device security to the next level? Make sure you have the latest NordVPN app version on your computer. Then open it and click on the little shield. It's the threat protection icon. Toggle the switch on and enjoy ultimate security. You can also find Threat Protection Lite on your mobile apps, but it won't block trackers or malicious files on your phone just yet. Step up your cybersecurity and stay safe. If you want to make the most out of NordVPN, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
All right, I thought I was gonna have to stop that one. All right, I suppose my gamers have gone back to gaming. Those kids, but they like that gaming. It might be. I think it's probably not now. Probably about 2 o'clock a.m. over there. They step all night playing those games, and it's gonna be Saturday, in just a little bit. Well, it's actually yeah, and it's gonna be Saturday over there in just a little bit, in about 4 hours. Well, it actually is already Saturday over there because it's 2 a.m. But they stay up all night playing those games, so they get to catch us on Friday night. All right, let's bring everybody back in, and we're gonna finish wrapping up with our guests tonight, we are thrilled to have in the house with us tonight.
Yeah,
So, back to
you
you.
so much, Crystal Harris. You are ray of sunshine and so talented. And
Thank you.
it's a big blessing for me just to know you. You're another reason that I'm happy that I moved to Memphis. And of course, Emily and Tim's another reason. And I've had so many blessings in this city, I can't count them. And once again, you can go read all about Crystal at her website. It's the number two, muchtalent.com. That's the number two, muchtalent.com. And thank you so much, Crystal. Is there something you want to say before we leave?
I just want to say thank you for having me today. I really enjoyed the conversation. I will tune in more often. I appreciate the opportunity to be able to network with you all and speak on topics that are of great concern. So thank you so much.
Well, thank
You
you.
are
And you'll have
so
to be back.
welcome.
Yeah, you'll have to be back on when your film's all ready.
Sure will.
Yes, those are a round of applause for Crystal. Thank you, Crystal. Yeah, you are welcome to come back anytime you like. Our
Thank you.
door is always open. And more, anytime, just but I know you're so busy right now. I think someone told me that things will slow down a little bit for you. Is it next month?
Yes.
I
hmm
think she told me that.
I
Yeah.
have a Vegas expedition in November, and December, January, I should be pretty calm.
Well,
hmm
hopefully you can make it for our Christmas show.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
great.
That'd be
thank
wonderful.
you, thank you, Sandra. Sandra said she enjoyed the
Thank you,
show.
Sandra.
Yeah, and yeah, I was so happy to have you tonight. I was surprised. Since someone didn't even give me any forewarning, but our guests are always extemporaneous anyway because our door is always open, so we don't ever have to plan. You just always, I guess, Sybil knows that she is the PR person for the TEPS Productions, and
Mhm.
the TEPS is the acronym for the Emily Pearl Show. And that's what I use on my film production, TEPS Productions. So she is the PR person, and she knows that we don't have to have advance notice for
Okay.
our
We
guests. And,
didn't quite know to the last minute what her schedule was.
that's okay, yeah, but I'm just letting Crystal know in case she has somebody that she would like to invite on to come on our
Yeah,
show.
that's be
All
wonderful.
right. Thank you.
Yeah, be welcome anytime.
Our door
Okay,
is open.
that's right. All right, Tim, over to you.
Okay, yeah. Thanks, Crystal, for coming by and sharing your time with us. It was a pleasure to meet you. Hopefully, I'll be seeing more of you on down the road.
Okay.
Thank you once again for coming on, sharing with us. Great show. Can't wait to do it again. And let's be safe out there.
That's right.
All
All
right.
right.
Have a
Sybil,
good night.
oh, we're
Yeah.
not gone yet. You gotta
Oh, okay.
go.
I'm
Give
fine.
give us about two more minutes, so then we gotta be
Oh
gone.
yeah. It was a great show. And like I said, thank you, Crystal, and looking forward to doing a lot more with you. And Emily's the world famous host, and I just love it when she hosts. The
Yes.
show is not the same when she's not the host.
Aw.
She's the
Well,
queen of.
actually, Sybil was supposed to host last week's show, but I
Uh-huh.
was sick and I canceled the show. But
Mhm.
that's okay. She's gonna get her
Well,
time
you know
when I
what?
come when you come back.
I'm happy
Wait,
being co-host.
I'm delegating. I'm delegating. So when you get back to Alabama, it's gonna be you and Tim. Y'all gotta take some of this load off me. Let me sit back and relax some nights.
Well, okay, that shines a different light on it. But great show.
Oh, and one more thing. I want to thank Miss Sybil also for coming out, being my guest at Graceland. She came out
Oh,
and we had a
Oh,
fabulous tour of Elvis Presley's
yeah,
Graceland here in
yes,
Memphis.
we did. I was gonna get into that, but we kind of lost time with it. When I
Mhm.
get back, well, I can say that we did a 6 hour tour.
Mhm.
really?
We
Mhm.
took
Wow,
our
that's a
time.
long tour. Y'all sound like Gilligan's Island.
We we visited,
A
Grace Center,
3 hour tour.
Mhm.
and
We
we
saw
saw
every inch. We saw
yeah, we
every
saw the
inch of Graceland.
museum,
Really?
and Elvis had about hundreds of beautiful stage costumes designed by Bill
Mhm.
Ballou. I don't know
Mhm.
where he stored them all. It
Mm.
he must have had a closet big as my apartment, and then he had several automobiles, and that was on tour. And we went to the plane, we went to the house.
Mhm.
I don't know how many pictures Crystal took of me and Richard. We both went, and
Mhm.
herself. It must have been 500 pictures. I'm telling you, that
It was
camera,
actually 612 photos.
Really?
and
Well,
I
you
can't wait to see
yeah,
it.
you'll have to share some of them with you on the show.
Okay, I will.
Uh-huh. Yeah, send them to me. Sybil has my email. She'll give it to you. And I can
Okay,
actually download them and actually show them on the show.
perfect.
Yeah, pick out about, I say about good five, six of them. And
Okay.
that would be great. We'll show it next week because, let's see, is it our Halloween show? Are we having a Halloween show now? Because Sybil won't be here.
I won't be here now.
Let's see.
And
What's
I'm
it?
running all over Mobile and Fairhope, so I can't stop long enough to be on the show.
Yeah, normally we have a Halloween show because um, that we just like to do fancy dress. But the calendar is so crazy that next Friday is the 25th, which is like
Oh
almost a
yeah.
whole week before Halloween, so we're not gonna bother with it. But if you send me those, we can show those while Sybil is away. That way, Sybil will still be here.
I
Well,
will
that's
do.
wonderful. Thank you. And she's a great photographer, let me
Oh,
tell
I
you.
know that. I've seen Crystal's work.
Yeah, we work together
Yeah, I've
a
seen
lot.
Crystal's work. Okay, thank you, Sybil, co-hosts of the Moses. Thank you, Tim, Heartbeat of the South, and thank you, Crystal, our special guest for tonight. And thank you, audience, for tuning in and being with us every week, here, near, and far, far away. We appreciate you and we love you. So, to all of our pearls in the listening audience tonight, a pearl is defined as a precious thing. It is the finest example of something special. So, it doesn't matter whether you are rich or poor, you, my pearls, are a precious thing. You are the finest example of someone special. All right. And as we say around here in the Emily Pearl Studio, listen, don't hate them, congratulate them. And if you deem it and mean it, I promise you, my pearls, everything good that you do. Well, what team?
Come
Come
back
Come
to
back.
back to you.
you.
All right, that's our time, and we're gonna say good night, everybody. We
Good
love
night.
y'all.
Bye.
Good
Good
Thank
night.
night.
y'all so much for tuning in.
Yeah.
Thank
Yay! Good night.
you. Bye.